Hello market movers. Welcome back to Will of the Market. Today we're going into the world of home finance because, Houston, we have a problem, or maybe we have an opportunity. We're looking at Rocket Companies, Inc., ticker RKT. What do they do? How do they compare to their peers? And what's the investor sentiment right now? So buckle up. I've got a bad feeling about this. Could turn into this is the one, or maybe something in between. What does Rocket Companies do? Rocket Companies is a Detroit-based fintech and home ownership services company. They operate across mortgages, real estate tech, personal loans and related services. Here's the elevator pitch. They aim to make owning a home simpler, faster, more digital, less paper maze, more click and move in. Their flagship brand, Rocket Mortgage, has been a big player in online mortgages. They also bring in real estate search, title, closing services, etc., in part through brands like Redfin Corporation, which they're acquiring, and others. So in movie terms, think of Rocket as the one-stop home buying shop. Imagine if you could walk into a Willy Wonka's home ownership factory, and everything from finding the house to financing it to moving in happens smoother than you expect. How they compare to peers? Now, how do they stack up? Their peers include large mortgage and real estate platforms, fintech-enabled lenders, and broader home finance firms. Unlike some that focus solely on lending or purely on real estate brokering, Rocket is mixing several pieces: mortgage origination plus servicing plus real estate search plus fintech wraparound. Strengths: they have a broad platform, tech infrastructure, brand recognition. Their digital-first approach could give them a moat in a world moving online. Challenges: the housing market is tough right now. High interest rates, slower home sales, regulatory risks. Also, when you're playing many pieces you can incur complexity and execution risk. In peer comparison, firms focused narrowly on mortgages or real estate might have simpler business models. Rocket's model is more ambitious, which means higher potential upside and higher risk. Recent investor sentiment. Here's what the market and analysts are saying about RKT. The average analyst consensus rating for RKT is hold. The average price target from analysts is around $14.17, depending on source. Some see a slight downside from current levels. News sentiment is mildly positive. On one data source, RKT has a news sentiment score of approximately 0.64, where 2 is very positive, indicating some positive but cautious tone. Some investor commentary is more bullish, e.g., they note recent stock-up moves ahead of earnings, suggesting optimism. But there is caution. Some analysis highlights overvaluation concerns and the fact that housing market headwinds may bite. So the mood is maybe hopeful, but don't get carried away. To put it in TV show terms, winter is coming for housing, which means we're not in full lightsaber victory mode yet. Final thoughts. So, is Rocket Companies a may the force be with you kind of bet, or is it more, you've got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Here's how I see it. If you believe the housing fintech cycle will turn favorable, lower rates, more transactions, digital disruption wins, then Rocket has potential upside. But if you're risk averse, the current valuation and housing headwinds mean this is more of a high risk, high reward play rather than a safe haven. My takeaway: keep an eye on Rocket's next earnings, mortgage origination volumes, margin trends, and how the acquisitions, Redfin, etc., are integrating. That will tell whether the plan is working or whether the hurdles are bigger than expected. In short, beam me up, Scotty, I'm ready to be transported to a home ownership utopia. But I'd still keep one hand on the eject button. Thanks for watching Will of the Market. If you found this useful, feel free to hit subscribe, tap the bell, and leave a comment. Do you think RKT is a hidden gem in fintech, home finance, or a cautious hold till the housing winds change? Until next time, keep your eyes on the market, and may the will of the market be with you.